It's hard to get out of, but so easy to get into.
Lucy, not her real name, has been running drugs from London to the south coast from the age of 14. Once she was stabbed by a dealer after drugs were snatched from her. More recently, she fled, living in a trap house where drugs are prepared, after someone stole drugs and she feared she'd be blamed. What would you say to young people who are thinking about getting involved in county lines drug dealing?
I'd say it looks like the easy option, not asking for help, because people don't like to ask for help. But honestly, there are food banks and just genuine people that are out there, and they're so much better.
So seek help.
Yeah.
Get your money elsewhere.
Yeah.
Get your food elsewhere.
Yeah, it's so much better than getting involved with people like that.
This chaotic, often brutal lifestyle that children are sucked into is something the government's trying to stop. And not just with police action. The Prime Minister, who joined a police raid this morning in Liverpool, says they plan to close down 2,000 drug lines, but also invest in rehab for addicts.
Too many people have their lives blighted by these county lines gangs. So you've got to do two things at once. You've got to be tougher on the county lines gangs. You've got to be tougher on the criminals who are doing it. But you've also got to make sure that you find those 300,000 people and you help them away. You can't simply arrest them time after time and put them back in prison again and again. You've got to do rehab as well.
The government says it will invest £780 million to rebuild drug treatment in the UK and predicts it will prevent 1,000 drug-related deaths, reversing a 10-year upward trend.
So I think the funding will go a long way to rebuild the treatment and recovery system in this country. We used to have a system which we could legitimately have described as being world-class. I don't think that's true anymore because of the terrible cuts we've experienced.
This is what I give to the people and the little kids, and they go out for me.
3 years ago, Sky News first revealed that there were 2,000 county lines across the UK, and we spoke to the brutal people running them. The government says recreational drug takers fuel this violent industry and wants to deter them with civil sanctions, such as removing a passport or driving licence. One former cocaine addict told me that might add to the stigma of addiction and discourage people from seeking help.
All you do is make it harder for them to find a way out and to find a way to escape from something that's already a stain. Taking away someone's passport or driving licence is going to put all sorts of obstacles in their way, as if they didn't already have enough.
The government will invest more in police action to dismantle county lines. But is this strategy enough to deter the criminals and help the addicts? And is there enough focus on stopping vulnerable people like Lucy getting sucked in? Jason Farrell, Sky News.